You've got to understand, you've got to put your heart and your purpose into this. And once you do, once you make that decision, like me, I'm like, oh, I don't need hypnosis. I can't wait to do another video. You'll have that shift. Maybe you've had that aha moment. But once you do, then we have to work on 5 things that I believe are going to help your success. The first one is setting goals. You have to set goals, and you have to adopt the habits of successful people. Okay? No one here who is making 6 figures plus is any different from you. They have just slowly and persistently, continually trying to adopt better habits. They're not more fit. They're not prettier. They're not more outgoing. They're not, none of those things. They are constantly trying to adopt better habits. And it was interesting to me, I just did this seminar, the Smart Success Seminar, and the room was filled with extremely successful people. Extremely successful, the kind of people that you're like, I want that life. I wish I was earning that kind of money. I wish I was taking that many vacations. I wish I had that success. And they were there. They were there for 3 days, locked in a room, had to clear all of their schedules, had to make that happen. And that's why they're successful. Because they were there to change their habits. They were there to improve what they're already decent at and get really, really good at it. I need better habits. And habits require that you learn them. You have to learn them from other people who have learned to do this before you. They're just habits, which means I can't change your DNA. I can't change my DNA, right? I can't change where I live. I can't change anything right now more impactful than changing my habits, improving my habits. And that's a process. And the great news is anyone can do it. And you can keep getting better and better and better. And I promise you this, the better you get at your success habits, the more profoundly your life will improve. Period. End of subject. True? Mm-hmm. How many of you have adopted better habits in just the last 6 months? You've got some new habits that have really improved your life. So almost everyone's hands in the room went up. Go to 30daypush.com, that's a start. Read this book. Eat that frog. Look at how thin it is. Like, this is the kind of book that your kid says on Sunday night, oh no, Mom, I have a book report. And it's this big, you're like, you'll be fine. Read this book, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. It'll take you 2 minutes. You can read this in 2 bathroom stops. You can listen to it on audio if you want. You know, it's been written a while ago. It's written by Brian Tracy. He's one of my boyfriends. Along with Justin Timberlake. And it was written in what year? I want to look. Hang on. Well, it was updated in 2007. That's great. So it's been updated in 2007. So you're going to find some new technologies in here, which is great. But in 30-Day Push, I really, I took what I learned here, and I took what I learned from other experts at personal development and focus management, and tweaked it so it works for me, and I share it on 30-Day Push. It's a free challenge. If you have people on your team who you know that they just need better habits, get them to go through that. I mean, it was interesting to me that the people who were able to be at my seminar and who are millionaires or close to being millionaires, they push their team to get better habits. Because I can't babysit you, I can't change your confidence, I can't carry you, but I can guide you to learn better habits. And that's something else I want to mention. You see, I also hear from people, this excuse they'll say, my upline coach never talks to me. I don't have support. The person who I signed up with doesn't do much for me. I didn't have an upline coach. Does Carl Deichler have an upline coach? See, if somebody's like, well, I really can't expand this thing because my coach isn't even emailing me. If that's the case, then you're thinking you're an employee. Okay? So are you an employee? Are you an accidental entrepreneur? Or are you a business owner? Because business owners don't have this random person out there who they're counting on to figure things out for them and train them. Dude, it's your job. It's your business. Nobody else is supposed to figure this shit out for you. You are. When you grow up. For real. Or it's not right for you. Or it's not right for you and you're sucking the life out of someone who's trying to help somebody else. Okay, so stop sucking the life out of someone like, I didn't even know about this. Well, Google it. Get on the Beachbody website then. It's not my job to tell you what's going on in the world. You're a big girl, you're a big boy, figure this out. No, anyone who owns their own business doesn't have an upline babysitter. So you must decide, am I a needy employee or am I a business owner? Because you need to start thinking like a business owner. I own a business. Okay? You're going to far exceed the success of your upline coach if you stop relying on them. Because you can only get as far as their knowledge. You can only get as far as their success if that's the only place you're going. Follow? You want to exceed that, right? They want you to exceed that. To exceed that, you have to go above and beyond and figure out, what do I need to do to become a better business owner? This is my business. Beachbody doesn't dictate to you. They're going to give you ideas because they want you to be successful, and that's beautiful if those tools are there. But your opportunity to be amazing is www.whatever. Anything you could possibly want to know, just Google it. There's a seminar, there's a book, there's a training, there's somebody else who's done it, there's someone else who's done it in a completely different industry, and you're like, holy cow, what if I did that here? Think creatively. But remember, you're a business owner, you're not an employee anymore, right? That's why you're doing this. Of course you need accountability, and that's what your coach provides, but they're not keeping you accountable. It's your, oh gosh, this is so hard for people to think that, they're like, I don't have anyone to keep me accountable. No, what you do is you set up the accountability. That's your job. So pull out your phones. Pull out your phones. How do you keep yourself accountable? Your calendar. Set reminders. That's one of the easiest ways. Accountability comes in layers. So the more layers of accountability you have, the more difficult it is for you to fail. So one of the things that I do for accountability is I teach a 5:30 a.m. class, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that keeps me accountable. Because then it keeps me accountable to my fitness, it keeps me accountable to them, it keeps me accountable to my schedule. Because if I didn't work out at 5:30, I would probably work out like at 9:30 after the kids went to school, and then that's not keeping me accountable to my work that I want to do while my kids are at school. So I keep myself accountable by having that schedule. So you're pulling out your phone right now, and one thing that I want you to do is set an alarm on it. Right now, everyone go to whatever time that you wake up, or whatever time that you like to make your to-do list. How many of you make your to-do list at night? And how many make it in the morning? And so the other 98% of you aren't making one? Great, fine. So you can change it later, you can change the time. Like, so right now, mine goes off at 6:45 a.m. every day. Every single day, my phone goes off. Now, 90% of the time when it goes off, I'm in the middle of writing my list anyways, but it still goes off. Because no matter how ingrained it is, I need that accountability. It's not accountability that I'm expecting somebody else to keep for me. I'm keeping myself accountable. Don't think that someone else is supposed to keep you accountable. You keep you accountable. The more layers you can create, the better. So set a time on it right now, and you just put, I'll read for you what mine says. Goes off at 6:45 a.m. every day, and it says, add 3 things to your list that move you closer to your push goal. Good morning, I hope you're making your to-do list. Add 3 things every day that take you closer to your push goal. Good morning, I hope you're making your to-do list. And it goes off every day, every day. So can you imagine every single day you just did that? You just had that reminder. Use your phone. You guys, technology, your accountability is right here. What other alarms could you set? Write down on your notes, because we don't have time to do it right now, but on your notes, I want you to write down some other alarms that you should be setting off. Like once a week, should you be checking in with your coach and saying, hey, boss. Are they your boss? No. Hey, mentor. What could I be working on? What is the most valuable thing for me to be working on this week? Don't say, excuse, and then what do I do about this? Just say, give me one thing to work on this week. Give me one thing to master.